everybody, I'm Liz Peterson, speech-language pathologist with over 23 years of experience. Welcome to another episode of Motivating Mondays. Today I'm going to teach you some strategies on how to take these skills that you're learning in this series and get them out into the real world. I tell my clients that this journey is not an intellectual one where you learn a skill and then boom, you have it. You need to shape it and reinforce it so it becomes automatically. And unfortunately, doing some drill, doing a little bit of practice is not going to do that for you. First, you need to know what it is that you're doing that's positioning you to be outside of your goal. You're either speaking in a voice that's too thin and high, maybe you're breathing from a shallow chest breath, perhaps you're monotone or a fast talker. So now with our Motivating Monday series, you're going to learn some strategies on how to be a very effective communicator. So let's go over 3 approaches on how you can turn these skills into habit. With the right kind of practice, new skills of speaking from a lower voice, breathing from your diaphragm, or speaking with better intonation will very much become natural. The number one and most important practice I encourage my clients to do is to use your speech notebook. This is a daily exercise, Monday through Friday. Go ahead and enjoy your weekends. But what you're going to do each day, right when you get to work, before you go on the computer, before you start listening to messages, what I want you to do with this exercise is that I want you to reasonably predict 3 professional lines you're going to say that day. You're going to write them down in your speech notebook, and you're going to practice those lines with the skills that you're working on. So if you're working on good engaging intonation or how to speak with a more powerful voice, when it's time for you to say that line in real life, you're going to practice with your new skill. So what I have my clients do is you're going to take that line and you're going to write it down. Then you're going to practice it with gold standard skill rehearsal. Then when it's time for you to say that line during your business day, you're going to do it with confidence. The good thing about this exercise is that while you're saying that line, and it doesn't need to be anything fancy, it could be something like, let's talk about the Peterson project this afternoon. While you're talking about the Peterson project, you're going to be reminding yourself to stay within your goal, to use better pitch, to use intonation, to enhance better breathing. Then, when it's time for you to say that line for the second time during the day, you're going to have another very mindful rehearsal. Then you're going to say another line during the 3rd time during the day. So you can certainly see that when you come up with 3 different lines to say across your business day to reinforce one skill, you will certainly see that over time, after a couple of weeks, the skill of speaking with better pitch or using better intonation will start to become very natural. If you want to change a behavior, you need to know what it is that you're doing that's outside of your goal. Do you mumble? Are you monotone? Do you speak with a shallow breath? Is your voice thin and high? Now that you've identified what it is that you want to change, we need to apply it out in the real world. So coming up with 3 different lines that you're going to say in one professional day is a great reminder for you to apply the skills very naturally across your business day. The next skill I'm going to show you is called speech triggers. A trigger is something, somebody, someone that's going to trigger you to use your new skills. These triggers are great because they're spontaneous rehearsals. I encourage my clients that if you like to go out in the community to get your lunch or go pick up a coffee, while you're going through that transaction, that is a great time to practice your new skill. I tell my clients to come up with individuals in the workplace that can be your triggers. They don't need to know that you're their trigger, but when you see this individual, you're going to speak in your new goal, either using your intonation, launching a diaphragm breath, or using that more powerful voice. The final good rehearsal is called a red light drill. My clients love this. It's a quick rehearsal. So what you do is exactly that. When you're at a red light, you're going to practice a skill. During that duration of the light, and then when the light is over, go back to listening to your music or whatever it is that you do in the car. The point is that through this series, you're going to learn a lot of different skills, but they don't go from basic ability to the conversational level like that. You need to do daily exercises, things that are purposeful and functional to transform those skills out into the real world. So please do the speech notebook activity, get a list of triggers, and practice some skills during a red light. There's an article attached that explains this in better detail. Please use these strategies across this video series to position you to reinforce these skills very naturally and to be very successful with this. I wish you great success, and until next Monday, bye-bye.